What's up, everyone? So I finally was able to upload the last video. It's still taking forever. I know I'm gonna have problems with that, and I see it now. My experience from being around the world and all the traveling, and the amount of data that I'm uploading is ridiculous. I mean, each video I'm uploading is 9 gigabytes of data, and it's going up, so up speed is always slower than down speed, and this joystick is at half a life already, so you can't overcharge these things, man. You'll fuck them up. I'm hoping I didn't fuck it up, so I'm gonna let it charge. I'm gonna let it die, and then I'll charge it up. Pay attention to it today. Don't ever leave your devices. Don't ever leave your devices plugged in more than they need to be. You'll fuck them up. You will. You'll waste your money. So, I need to get up. I've been doing research. So I watched a video on how to take apart a Turbo 400 and a TH350, and the TH400. They are different transmissions. A lot of people will say TH350 and a TH400 transmission are the same. They're similar, but they're not the same. They're different gear ratios. I just learned today. I also learned today that they're different. The TH400 is heavier, but it's also stronger. So you have to take that into consideration, which means that the TH400 was going to be more desirable and going to cost more money to build. Same with the Turbo 400. Supposedly Bill has a Turbo 400, two of them. If I can get one off of Bill for the right price, I'm going to be better off building that. But if he won't come off of it for the right price, I'm going to end up probably building a TH350. I recommend going on DeBoss Garage. I literally just spent an hour watching one of their videos. I like DeBoss Garage. There's many of them, Cletus McFarland, all of those people, if I can, Boosted Boys, I've been following all those people for a long time. I'm actually thankful for those people because even though they don't know me, I feel like I've known them for a long time, but they've helped me build a lot of my vehicles over the years, All their videos have helped with, turboing all the vehicles I've had over the years and all the rides I've sold, which I'm trying to get my 240 back, but they want 10 grand for it. I found it. I know it's my car because of the aftermarket sunroof. I want to get it back for my daughter. It was the car my daughter knew me in, she started calling it her car. But life, comes at you, life always comes at you, and I needed the money at the time, my dad was the father that don't speak to me, actually, which is crazy, who I consider my real father. I sold that car for him. He was getting a hip replacement, and his wife that he was with was a piece of shit, and he got divorced, and my two older brothers weren't taking him in. So me and him got a place together, and I sold that car to help, pay for everything, and yeah. Now I don't have that car, nor do I have a dad in my life. Isn't that fucked up how that works? I should have kept the car. Bullshit, man. I'm about to make me coffee. I'll get the car back. The car is a really desirable car. Unless it gets smashed, the car will always be taken care of, unless somebody drifts it into a wall. But, I'll get the car back. If God wants my daughter to have that car, I'll have it back, And I have the guy's phone number. I have it saved. It's just, I can't justify spending 10 G's. He wants too much. He wants too much for the car. It's not worth it. It's not worth that much to me. I'll buy her a different one. You get what I'm saying? Though that car, only had 30,000 miles on it when, you know, I got it, you know. So, there's, you know, I don't know. I don't even want to talk about it, to be honest with you, anymore. It frustrates me. But we're about to just hang out, you know. I gotta get up. I might go donate. I don't know. I might go donate. It's very possible. But I already missed it. I already missed this week. So if you donate twice a week, you donate 35, then you get 50. So I already missed it. If I would have went, I would have got 50. Now if I go this week, I'm only going to get 35. It depends. It depends on what people do, you know. What happens today? It's Monday, so you know it's not the weekend. People are busy. I'm going to be getting messages, which I already did. I got a message for that bread rack, my metal shelf that I have outside right here. I didn't bring it inside because it's heavy. I got tired of carrying it in and out, and I'm trying to sell it. I listed it for $40. Some lady messaged me yesterday, which I missed. I just messaged her last night, like 2 in the morning. I apologize for not responding right away. I told her, you know, I was sleeping. It was Sunday. Relaxing, you know. What do you want from me? But I told her, she asked me the measurements of it. I told her I can measure it for her. So I'm about to go out there shortly and measure it and then send her the measurements. That'd be cool if she stopped by, brought me $40, because then I'd go buy a couple groceries. I'd go buy cat food stuff. I gotta get groceries. And I gotta pay my electric bill, my cell phone bill. So I'm gonna be working on that transmission today as long as it don't rain. I haven't checked the weather or anything yet. Normally I do that, you know. I just turn on the computer though. I turn on the computer. I haven't updated it. I haven't done anything other than watch Deboss Garage. I watched the TH350 video. I've rebuilt transmissions. I've had them apart, but I've never had a TH350 apart. I've never had a Turbo 400 apart. I use AI chatbot to search the web, u.com. It's really efficient. It works good. I like it. It helps with shopping, social stuff. It helps me with coding, all that stuff. And you know what? This is not a paid advertisement. This is just me. I use it. It does a lot of things for me. It helps, you know. There's apps too that I'm learning to use. I'm just now learning to use them. It says, you know, there's so many different things. You know, I use Reddit, Twitter. You know, there's all these different apps that it has. I'm about to start learning to use. They got newer apps. I'm getting used to them. I'm figuring out what they're doing. You know, Ucode, Ustudy, Snippets, Luria. You know, they got Price.coms. Genius. These are all Microsoft Docs. These are all the new, you know, Amazon coding, which I'm going to be, it's possible I might be using their systems. Their systems are very advanced. S3 Amazon, you know, source code is, I might be asking them using their services for some of the programs, the business I am implementing. Which if I do, I'll be going over that stuff with you guys, you know, throughout videos and teaching people, well, not necessarily teaching them, but showing them what it is I'm doing and why I'm doing it, you know. I'm not going to be teaching anything other. The only thing I'm going to be teaching really is what you see in the videos and Jesus stuff, like, you know, and Linux stuff, car stuff. Though that's basically what I know. Guns, Linux, weather, car stuff, Jesus stuff. That's going to be my specialty for the most part. And traveling, that's the biggest one is, you know, like saving money, traveling, on a budget, visiting all these, you know, expensive places. I'm going to be taking you on a budget and showing people how to do these things. That's where my specialty comes in, you know. And then, you know, there's going to be other people that have other specialties as well within the organization. You guys haven't met these people yet. You know, right now it's just me for now. I'm the main, I'm the backbone. I'm the company. I'm the organization. Without me, none of this stuff would be happening. So, that's why you guys are, you guys are gonna get to know me, and then I'll slowly be passing the torch over. The joystick. With the thing that's in my hand, I'll be slowly being passed over to other individuals within the organization, as I'm sure I'm going to be meeting more people that God wants in the organization. It wasn't 2 weeks ago I didn't know Bill. Now I'm riding around in a Cadillac, a Brougham Cadillac, which I've never been in before. And, I got... Bill's like family, man. Bill's incorporated in my family. I told Bill wherever I go, if he wants to go with me, he can go. Is he going to be on my boat? No, my family's only going to be on my boat. But, I will take him out on a boat and some spiritual retreats if he wants to go. Of course. I would never deny that, man. Come on. I've been eating because of him, He bought me weed, seriously. That man has been saving. This man saved me the last 2 weeks. And my neighbor, too, even though he feeds all those cats and annoys the shit out of me, because of it, and all those cats died, he's let me borrow his truck, and, even though I've given that man over $1,000, the past 6 months for letting me use his truck and, for cat food and everything, help feeding those cats and, just being with the old man, going places with him, getting to know him, hear his stories, I'll help him out, so, and he's helped me out, which I gotta give him $20 back, which is the money that I give him in the first place. It was my money anyways in the first place, but, he's old, he don't know any better. So, I'm out of jelly. Good thing I got another one. I'm telling you, dude, this strawberry fruit spread by Pampa, I have a thing for it, dude. It's from Peru, man. There's just something about it. The taste of it's got a really unique taste, and I'm obsessed with it. Alright, my coffee's done. I need coffee, bad. The coffee that was in there from last night just didn't do it. It was weird yesterday, though. I fucking didn't drink much coffee yesterday, and I was bouncing off the walls. But I also didn't drink any coffee the day before, though. I took a break. I do that. Once a week, I won't drink coffee at all. I'll take a day off. I'm really fucked up, though, on that day. I'll sleep all that day. I'm fucked up. That's the only thing. I don't have no milk, which kind of bums me out. And all my sugar's poured out of my jar, so I fill up my jar. I like keeping it in the jar for some reason. I don't know why, but I do. My grandma got me doing this. Sugar is not good for you when you're drinking it fucking constantly and all you eat is sugar. That's when it becomes bad for you. Blake's Provision Strawberry Jam. This shit was good, bro. The stuff was good as fuck. From our family to yours. It was good, bro. It was, it's better than most of the stuff. It's Blake's Orchard and Cider Mill. 1795 Armada Center Road, Armada, Michigan. Blake Farms. They had good shit. That family knows what the fuck they're doing. That's good. Oh, it's gonna overflow, yeah. I knew that. I put too much coffee in it. There we go. I'm about to make me a peanut butter jelly sandwich. I'm about to eat. That's what I'm making for breakfast because that's what I got. I have cereal and cookies, but no milk. And I have a yellow pepper, which I need to eat. It's starting to shrivel up. I gotta get some money today. I gotta have money for all this stuff. I didn't get any money yesterday. It's also Sunday. People don't really do shit on Sunday. My mind is fucked up. Grab this plate. I have coffee now. Dude, this Bimbo white bread is soft as hell, man. Like Sara Lee bread, all that stuff, man, I've never had bread so soft. Wonder Bread, not even Wonder Bread is as soft as this Bimbo bread. Blows my mind how soft it is. Where the fuck I put the peanut butter and shit? There it is. This peanut butter too is really fucking good. It's All Good peanut butter from Kentucky. Louisville, Kentucky, manufactured by All Good Food Company. This peanut butter is like crack. That's one thing I never got burnt out of is peanut butter in the service or in jail. Period. I never I love peanut butter, dude. I don't know what it is. I never burnt out on it. I can eat this stuff, and it's also the most healthiest thing I found traveling. It's the most nourishing. It's also the cheapest, one of the cheapest. It gives you a lot of energy. It stores well, it lasts well on a vessel. On a ship. There's many things you can do with it. Including make candy with it, you know. Chocolate is really good. It's really good for depression and for health, health things. Chocolate, cocoa is really good for you. Not cocoa, but cocoa. Cocoa is really good for you too. Cocaine isn't the problem, man. They use cocaine for everything. They use the cocoa plant for surgeries. Eye surgery. It dilates your eye. It numbs. What's funny is they did tests recently on the Egyptian mummy, and they found one of the Egyptian mummies had cocaine in the system. And what's crazy, if you think about it, cocaine only grows in the South American region of the world. Just like poppy, most poppy only grows in Afghanistan. You can grow in other places, but that means that in the Egyptian time, that means that they had trade routes going all the way to South America and back. That tells you something. This tells you that people were already coming to the United States of America and South America way before we even thought. Grace, man. I'm telling you, this bread is fucking... It's so fluffy and just like soft. I caught myself waking up last night, coming out here just eating the bread by itself. That's how good this bread is, man. I was like, holy fuck. And usually I buy wheat bread, but wheat bread usually costs just a little bit more. It says, soft and delicious bread the whole family will love. Bimbo bread, pronounced Bimbo, has been bringing families together for 4 generations. A family-owned business since 1945, Bimbo relies on its own family recipe to make sure that moms, dads, and kids can get the delicious taste and soft texture of Bimbo's soft white bread. Packed with goodness, baked with love. I'm telling you, I've never... Dude, this bread is so soft. It's like a cloud. I'm impressed. Bimbo Bakeries, Horsham, Pennsylvania. They're Pennsylvanian. It's probably why it tastes so good. They're probably evil. They're probably evil people. If bread that tastes that good, you're fucking evil. And you got me spending all my money with you. Joking. They're good, man. Little bear and shit. I've never seen the bear, too. I've just, for the first time, seen this bread. What's funny, it's probably been sold there forever. I've just now noticed it. Creature of habits, you know. People are very creature of habits. That's why I always push myself to try new things, you know, and do new things, explore new things. And I'm thankful for it, you know. You know, I wouldn't have a Mexican fiance, you know, a Spanish woman in my life. Let alone let her telling me that she loves me for me, or you know, saying yes to me marrying me. It's insane. You know, she even told me the only reason why that she is willing to marry me is because, one, I'm open, my heart's open, but because I'm not your typical American that she's met. She said most of the people that she's met from the United States of America are very close-minded and gay and fag, stupid, unintelligent, she in her own way, you know what I mean? She's not saying all, but she says it's very, you know, and she says it's the same in her country and her, you know, in their own little way, you know what I mean? She says there's so many things that she hates that her country does that is stereotypical, you know? But she said she loves me because I'm open and I'm her Polish gringo, because I have a, you know, a culture background, because my family does speak Polish, you know, and my family is from Poland, you know, and I'm the first generation over here, that was born over here, you know. Half of my family, you know, is foreign. It made her feel comfortable. It allowed her to feel. It made her feel more comfortable being with me, more culture, more felt at love, and plus, you know, the effort I put into speaking her language and getting to know her and her culture, her heritage, that's what made her fall in love with me as well. And you know, that also, it helped that I had that upbringing, that background, you know, from my Polish family. You know, if it wasn't for them, you know, I wouldn't be interested in culture as much as I am. You know, just like I believe everyone I've talked to, the more I interview people, the more I talk to people. You know how many people wish they would have born in a different era, or wish they were born a different color skin, or a different, you know, ethnicity, or you know, culture, and they explore that culture, and it sucks because even though they explore that culture, they love that culture, they don't get the recognition they deserve, you know, and the knowledge that they have for some of these things. And it's funny because some of these people know more about the culture than the people that are them, you know what I mean, are that culture, which is hilarious. There's a white woman that sings a Chinese song that is more famous for her singing Chinese than the Chinese women. She's American. She's from America, United States of America. So it's crazy to think that, you know. Margarita blows my mind. She listens to music. Like, I listen a lot of, most of my underground hip hop is Polish and American, you know, English, you know, and a lot of Canadian. I listen to a lot of Canadian music, because of my Polish background, you know, and where I've been around the world. But her knowledge of music is amazing, bro. I can't wait for her to share that with you. I've been meaning to post some of the stuff on my Facebook, but you know, her stuff, I have some of the music, you know, saved that she would listen to in my history, and I've been asking her, you know, like, you know, I can't wait. I mean, I've been telling her, you know, I can't wait to share your stuff. But I'm waiting for her, you know. I want her to be able to share the song that she wants to share, you know what I mean? And the stuff that, the spirit of love, God leads her to share, you know, and what she wants to say about it. You know, a lot of the stuff, she knows, like, all this Asian and Japanese music and French music, and she knows, like, the words and the meaning to them, you know, and she lived over there in France for 2 years, you know, so she, you know, she speaks French fluently. Not only does she speak Spanish fluently, and, you know, she's Mexican, she speaks French fluently, which it blows my mind, man, that I have a woman that's trilingual. That's God, man. Blows my mind. So yeah, I ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Usually I eat two, but one's good for now. I'm good for now. I really want to drink my coffee. I'm about to hit some wax. I put my thermals on under my shorts. I like to do that a lot. It's comfortable to me. It's kind of cold today, you know. It rained last night. So, I don't know, I just like throwing on my thermals and throwing the shorts over, because then I can just throw on some shorts and go outside. So I'm about to go measure that shelf real quick. So we need to put on some shoes. Put on my Adidas Cloud Foams, which I ended up working in the other day and kind of trashed them, but I mean, they're shoes. That's what they're for, man, you know? I gotta work. I have nice stuff. I like to keep nice stuff. But I'm moving, you know. Everything's so chaotic right now. There's Mentora. You sleepy? That's what I'm, girl. Oh, stop, girl. Yeah, kitty kitty. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. I see your neck is slowly. That's not so bad no more. It's still gray. Her fur is still a little natted. I gotta give her a bath soon. I want to get some Dawn dish soap and give her a bath with Dawn dish soap and get all that stuff out of her. She's still got a cold. She's still sneezing and stuff, you know, but her nose isn't crusting up. It's not all yellow. Her eyes ain't all gooky no more. Her eyes ain't closing up. And I need a measuring tape. I think I have one up here. Yep. Told you. Got a bunch of measuring tapes. Shit. It rained pretty bad last night. I'm just gonna set this, you know. I'll set this right here. As I said on the truck. I just gotta measure it, you know. She wants to know the height. She probably got, you know, looking for a certain size. Hopefully it's the right size for her. I can do this, right? 72 it says. $72, 24 and a half. $72, 24 and a half, 13 and a half. And I can smell it rained, and I can smell like that spring. Oh, it's so good. That spring smell, like when, like that Japanese garden kind of smell. I love it. I love these days. Perfect hoodie weather, man. I love hoodie weather. It's perfect time to smoke a blunt, you know, go for a walk with your girl through the woods. You know, come home, you know, after a nice long day, you know what I mean? And make some hot cocoa, coffee, you know, a cappuccino, and, you know, snuggle up together next to the fireplace and, you know, inside the home, you know, read a book, you know, fuck a movie. Read a book together, read the Bible together, you know? It really blows my mind that guy didn't take the chair. Like I said, he was a small timer though, and that's Model 2, he didn't take that. Huh. That shit's getting wet. I broke it. I don't know what to do about it. It's not coming with me. I can't. I'm not sticking all that in this truck. Can't wait to get this puppy driving. I haven't driven it since last year, man, since I broke it. It sat all winter. It'd been getting pushed back and forth so the tires don't dry rot. The motor came out of it. As soon as spring hit, the motor came out of it. I sold the motor. The guy actually came and helped me pull the motor out, which was surprising. So 72, 24 and a half, 13 and a half. Hopefully I'm right. Alright, that's done. I can message her. I probably should write that down real quick before I forget. I will forget. I got papers everywhere. I would need to start going through this shit. I need to start going through all my shit. You gotta have a planner. I just bought a new planner. I just haven't used it yet. I'm still using my old one. I'm gotta finish using it. You gotta have a planner, man. I bought this one hopefully I get with Margarita. You know, her contract's about to be up. Hopefully I get with her. I gotta see what happens with the boat. Depends on where I get a boat. But I got her a planner, what's funny, I might end up writing in it before her. Which means I might end up just going to go get another one for me. Because it's really girly, even though I'll still use it, I don't care. I gotta have one. You gotta have a planner, man. You're busy as me, you'll forget everything. You gotta keep finances, you know what I mean? Papers, you know, you gotta write numbers down, you know, how much you pay for things, how much you paid for stuff, and the price of things. So, this is a brand new notebook. I wrote stuff in it. I'm just gonna put 24. What is it? 13 and a half. And then I forget the other one. 72. So it's 23 and a half. So 23 and a half, 13 and a half, and then 72. I'm about to message her. But I got it, you know, for the most part. Even if I'm off a little bit, it's close enough. Hopefully I remembered correctly. So the only other thing I did while I was working, watching that video with the Boss Garage. I'll put this back. The Bluetooth speaker, that laptop, I love this little laptop. I use it for everything. And I was really looking for a really good laptop to travel with that was light. I've been searching for a long time. I finally found one that's been really good to me. It's doing everything I need it to do, man, and it's only got 4 gigs of RAM. It's only got 128 gigabyte SSD, which is actually on board. It has speakers on it, but the speakers are really, they're small, you know? You can't expect much from these 2 little tiny speakers, and it just wasn't enough for me. You know, I do a lot of developing, you know, and programming, but I listen to music as well. I'm a hip-hop head. I got to be able to listen to music when I program, otherwise I can't get into the zone. You know, and I like sound as well, you know. I got to have sound for, because the app I'm developing is for entertainment too as well. So it's important, very important that, you know, I know for a fact that whatever I'm doing, I'm getting good sound quality. And also I've been searching for good Bluetooth speakers that actually get good amount of battery life and sound quality, which I've been having a hard time finding because there's so many of them and there's so many fucking shit like knockoff stuff, and there's, you know, those name brand stuff too, and I'm trying to find budget stuff, you know. I can go buy a Bose, you know what I mean, Bluetooth speaker and stuff, but that's not what I'm trying to show in Life Stories Perspectives. I'm trying to find the best of everything for the best price for traveling purposes as well. And I found this Billboard speaker. And, you know, I wasn't going to buy it, but I'm like, you know what? Billboard makes the Hot 100. You know, in New York, they do the Hot 100 hits every year. So I'm like, you know what? Billboard also makes high quality sound equipment. You know, they do. They really do. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give them a shot. And it's already falling apart. The sticker is, at least. I had this plastic film on it. I want to get it off. Hold on. So I purchased it from Ollie's. It was only $5. It was only $5 and $4.99. So Ollie's is like a wholesale place. It had this little film on it. I wanted to take off. The billboard is still sticky. I'm gonna put it back on. So far with the phone, hooking up to the phone, you know, the phone, I find using the speakers on the phone is more convenient, especially since I'm using this dock. So I wanted to listen to music. That's why I bought it. I want to use it. You know, I want to test it. I want to have it. I bought it too because it has the radio. Second, you know, I wanted to be able to connect to my phone and the laptop. I use it more for the laptop. I don't even connect it to the phone. I connected to the phone. I wasn't happy with the sound quality through the phone. The phone chipset, the Bluetooth chipset on the phone, poor. On this TCL phone I have from Metro, poor as shit. But as far as on the laptop, it took a minute to get... Linux is weird when it comes to Bluetooth. It's very, very hard to get certain things working on Linux, device-wise. For drivers, depends on the stuff. If it's more popular, you're going to have a better chance. If it's not so popular, you might even have to write some stuff yourself. You're going to have to figure it out. If you're not a computer person or computer literate or anything like that, you're going to have a hard time with Linux. I don't recommend it. If you're not a person that likes to fix things and tinker and read and learn, Linux is not for you. I wouldn't even subscribe to this channel because you're not a person that is going to want to learn. I don't want you following me. But it works great with Linux. It took a minute to get it installed. The reason why I was having problems though too is my phone kept on because I connected to it on my phone. My phone kept on trying to connect to it, and I forgot to go into my phone and get it. So, you got to remember to go in your settings, and if this Bluetooth has been connected to one or more devices, you have to, if the other devices are on, you got to make sure that you go into the settings and make sure that this isn't connecting to another device. That's one of the problems I was having, stupid me. But I got it installed, and I'm very, very impressed with the sound quality coming from this laptop. It blows my mind how good the sound quality from this laptop is. What's crazy is this Acer TravelMate B laptop, the sound card, the output is actually more clear and actually gets louder than that Dell business laptop I have, which I got to buy a battery from. Which makes me happy because I travel with this a lot, and I'm going to be, you know, on the boat with this a lot, and I do a lot of music with this, you know, when I'm out and about. So, yeah, it does. I'm about to just play a song, like a tone or something. Let's see. I kind of want you guys to hear a little bit. I don't want to have any copyright issues either. That's the problem. And that's going to be hard to do. I'm just going to run it real quick. So if you want to listen, the best music for sounds for your cars, for bass, is probably the 90s, early 90s Bass Mechanic CDs. Those were the shit back in the day, man. Like, early 2000s, late 90s, and through the 80s, like late 80s, early 90s, all the way up into the 2000s. Bass Mechanic, you know, all of those Quad Maximus, Urban Jams, all of those. There's so many of them. You know, techno. All that stuff is amazing. But yeah, Bass Mechanic's probably one of my favorite. And I was about to play them, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna get copyright, whatever though, I don't care. But it's pretty loud, dude. I'm pretty happy for just a Bluetooth speaker. Dude, and it was only $5. It was only $5, and it's got 2 of them, so that's much. After that, it's gonna be copyright. I don't want to put any more than that. But it got really loud. And it's got the small speaker and the big speaker. I'm really happy with it. It's a micro USB. It has it has an auxiliary jack, so I can plug it into the actual sound card. But it actually gets louder too if I plug it into the auxiliary jack. And it has an SD card slot as well, so I can play. You know, I could put a playlist on it, or I could, you know, record. You know, I got a USB flash drive that you know, you can turn on in your pocket and it records. That's another thing too. If you're ever doing business deals, or you're making business or anything like that, always record everything. Listen, record everything. Anything. And always shake hands. Record on it. Even after you record, shake hands. I'm telling you, people switch up on you all the time. People are evil. People are born of the Spirit, or born of the... If you're not born of Jesus' Spirit, you're evil. Why have a 12-gauge shotgun? But yeah, get yourself one, man. So far, for $5, it's been good, dude. I like it. I recommend it. And it's been good for the laptop. It's so much better than the laptop speakers. You know, and another reason thing I noticed too with MX Linux, with the sound card as well, is see right here, that's the max right here. It actually has, you can turn it up louder. So basically you're like over throttling the sound card in a sense. It does start getting distorted once you get all the way up there, but like right here is usually like perfect. And I've been running it off of just the 5.1. And I've been in the game a long time for a stereo system. It's hard to find a good quality system on a simple system without throwing out a lot of money. The best bang for your buck are these Yamahas, man. I'm telling you, Yamaha is the best bang for your buck. And the best one I found so far, I've had a lot of plug-in subwoofer speakers. This is the only one that's ever stuck around. Out of all the ones I've ever had, I've gotten rid of all of them. This is the only one that I've kept around because of what it is and the sound. The sound is amazing. And it's crazy to me. It's only 70 watts, right? It's only 70 watts. But I have it on reverse and low. For some reason, the speaker, you know, the reverse polarity, it sounds a lot better. It's much more deeper, you know, the phase. And then if you look at the bottom of the actual box, it has a cube, like a pyramid. And the pyramid, the cube goes up into the middle of the speaker. So when it goes down, the sound reflects off this cube, this pyramid. I've actually seen boxes built like that in cars, and it's made a big difference in sound, the way the sounds, you know, the way it sounds. I love it, dude. I won't get rid of it. I listed it because I don't want to take all this stuff with me, but I took it off. And Infinity, the Yamaha center speaker wasn't enough for me. this center speaker just wasn't enough. So I saved up the money and got me this Infinity. I've been, Infinity to me, Infinity probably makes the best components for the house and for your car. Every car system I ever do, if it's my personal ride, Infinity. I only buy Infinity door speakers. That's just me. Infinity, man. This thing. Bill lives down the street, right? Bill lives 4 houses down that way, right? I had this radio. This is only 70 watts, right? This RCA receiver, out of all the receivers I've ever owned all the years, I've gotten rid of all of them. I have. I'm talking I'm talking a couple 1,000-watt receivers, man. This is only 200 watts. This receiver, this RCA receiver is only 200 watts, right? And this thing sounds better. It sounds better than all the other receivers I've ever owned. That's why I've kept it all these years. And this Yamaha component, what's funny is this Yamaha component set I bought with a Yamaha receiver. The Yamaha receiver, shit, I don't care for it. It was junk. It was shit, but the speakers are great. So what's funny is all these speakers, all these systems are kind of like all the best I've had from all the years kind of put together. And then this JBL, I use the Yamaha center for the rear, and then I couldn't, I don't know what happened to my other JBL. I had 2 JBL outdoor speakers that the stand broke. I don't know what happened to the other one. It's gone. So I says, fuck it. I just hooked up that JBL and that Yamaha for the rears, and then I just used those 2 Yamahas for the fronts. This isn't, I was planning on actually building a studio. I was going to I was going to pad this whole room out. I was going to pad this whole room, extend it back. This was going to be the media production studio, and then the garage was going to be where I was all the music equipment, drums, all that stuff was going to be in the garage. This was going to be a deck right here. I was going to extend it, and then this was going to be the media production room, with the projector and all that other stuff, You would be able to play the music, record it, and then come in here and produce it. And I was even going to be buying so when you have power coming in the house, right, it distorts stuff. When you're recording music, digital and analog, you got to have a line conditioner. If you don't have a line conditioner coming in your home, you're fucking up already. So if you're recording music and you don't have a line conditioner, you don't know what you're doing. You don't have good music. I'm not saying what you're saying is not good. I'm not saying that your music isn't high quality, because it can still be high quality. And if you're not a music person or a sound person like me, you're not going to notice the difference. Nor will you notice the difference half the equipment you're playing from. So even if you convert all this music to FLAC and you use a line conditioner, none of it is irrelevant if the person is playing it through some shitty ass speakers, or streaming it off of the internet, you know what I mean? With a shitty poor connection, all that comes into effect. But just so you know, if I'm your guy, if you need a custom sound installation in your home, and you got a lot of money and you want it done right, contact me. Just message me, comment below. Tell me who you are, your address. Just email me. Don't tell me all this stuff on Facebook or over YouTube, but you know, give me all your information. Tell me what it is you're looking to do, and I'll see what I can do to help you. It won't be free. My services aren't free, but you need a line conditioner for sure, and you definitely want to record everything in analog, and then turn everything into digital. You know, it's fine if you're already running all these digital boards and stuff like that, but if you really, really want true quality sound, you got to record everything in analog. Analog is definitely going to be better, which I'll be making videos, and I got some people that are really been doing this stuff for a long time. You know, they know I have phone numbers on my phone. I know people that have set these equipments up for famous people. I'm talking about like Led Zeppelin, those type of people, or Leonard Skinner, and I'm talking famous people from the 70s, all these rock bands. I know these people, man. Retrospect is somebody. You're about to find out. I'm going live, man. I'm going mainstream. I'm coming out there. I'm out here in the streets for real. I'm doing this for everyone, and for I'm doing this for God and for everyone else, and for Margarita. So yeah, I don't know how long is this. 51 minutes. We're about to smoke wax, and I'm gonna message that lady the size of that. Upload this video. We're gonna look at some car parts. I found the TH350. It's gonna cost me around $500. So we're probably gonna go on Facebook Marketplace on the internet. Scour the internet, see what I can find this morning. See if we can find the transmission. That's the only thing I really looked up today this morning. To figure out if I should go Turbo 400, TH350. It looks like I'm probably gonna go TH350 if Bill can't deliver. And then once I upload this video, we'll be doing that, looking that up, kind of. See if we can find one used around this area, Detroit area. See if someone already like rebuilt one. So I really don't want to rebuild it myself if I don't have to. But it might be cheaper that way. That's what I got to figure out. And then we're gonna be trying to figure out how much a manifold is for the LS motor for the 6-liter. I'm gonna be getting on Rock Auto. A few of those places, so you guys are going to be joining me doing that. I got to figure out how to put the laptop sit comfortably with this camera so you guys can see, because I don't want to do the screen recording. I could do the screen recording and do the video editing and all that, but that just takes too much time, and it's not genuine. You know, I want you guys with me. You know, I want you guys with me doing this stuff, so that's why I do it. I'm doing it my way. I'm doing it this way. So yeah, we're gonna look up a manifold, and then I'm gonna be trying to find a Fitech or a Holley Sniper EFI kit. You know, I gotta figure out which one I want. You know, they make so many different ones. I gotta figure out. You know, and then not only do I gotta figure out which one I want, that doesn't necessarily mean that's the one I'm gonna end up with, because I'm going to end up with the one really that the person has on sale that's used that I feel is going to work, you know what I mean? And, you know, it may or may not have some problems with it. I might have to fix it, or, you know, I might run into problems after I buy it, not even knowing. That's why they get rid of it, you know? So, you know, there's so many things that are going on and happening, you know, we won't know until that time comes. So, I still got half that joint, but I want to smoke some wax. I haven't smoked any wax yet this morning. Or way earlier this morning. Like 3 o'clock. That was at night. 3:30. It's almost 8 a.m. now. What time is it? Let's see. No, it's 7 a.m. I was off by an hour. So, grab that. I still got to figure out the trigger and stuff on this joystick, this Nimball. I'm still learning it. I don't even know what the joystick is for, actually. I never even looked it up. That's funny. I'm assuming it's to take pictures or something, to snap a photo. I'm pretty sure you can probably, because I've been messing with the app, it looks like you might be able to create a shortcut or something, meaning like you can use that, you can assign that trigger to do whatever you want in a sense, or whatever options it gives you. Yeah. So this is what I got right here. That's usually like a big hit. That's a big one. That's usually what I go for. You know, I try to fill up the whole thing. You know. I don't usually go more bigger than that, because if you go more than that, a lot of times it never burns away fully, and then it just, see how it's dark right here? It just chars up, and it's just carbon, and it tastes disgusting, and it wastes it. So I prefer to use the bigger torch, the propane torch. Just cheaper to me. I mentioned that in another video. It's more convenient for me. I'm always working on cars, and and I have the tools already anyways. I mean, it's a little overkill if you ask me, to be honest with you, but I have it. It's here. It's always here, and I don't gotta run to the store and buy fucking cans of butane. And half the time when you go to fill those butane things, half the butane gets dumped into the air anyways. Because it's not a sealed tip. You're just pushing the tip onto the base of it. And they don't even have like rubber O-rings or anything on the cheap lighters. If you have a good lighter, a good refillable lighter, it'll have an O-ring. It's a good design. But a lot of the time that butane just gets wasted. That's why I just use propane instead. Propane. It's all the same shit. But yeah, you gotta let it cool down a little bit. You don't want to, if you go in there, if it's too hot and you put this in there, this is ether. It's extracted with alcohol base. So it'll pop, it'll go poof. Wax can be very painful sometimes. Thank God. It can be really painful at times. It gets me there though, It just doesn't last long. But it gets me there. And I really enjoy it. I do. I enjoy the process of it. I enjoy the taste of it. Not so much the pain. But I enjoy the buzz too. Sometimes it's a little much. Or I can't even open my eyes. My eyes will start watering and stuff. But once that part wears off, it's a good buzz for a while. It is. And I got my cards. This is what I drink. This is the alcohol I drink. It's pretty bad that I drank most of it. You guys actually had me on video fucked up. I only had a shot left though. That's what I have left. Not much left. But yeah, man, this is my best. This is my favorite. It's cognac. You can pronounce it many different ways. I've heard so many people pronounce it in, D-U-S-S-E. It's my favorite. It's just something about it. It's, I don't know, you gotta look it up. It's good stuff. It's from France, they've been making it a long time. That's why I like it. I got my dice and my number 7 dice. Gotta have your number 7 dice. Old number 7 too. Old number 7 brand. It's funny, you flip the 7, it's a 2. I love this stuff. I study numbers, dice. I study all this stuff. So I love tarot, anything. Tarot cards, fucking anything like that, dude. I love that stuff. Fucking, I love emeralds, rocks. I love scents. incense. I'm like a fucking woman. I swear, when it comes to that stuff. I got all the different, rocks that bring healing and stuff. That definitely does. The stuff does bring healing. There's, your body has different chemicals in it, right? We eat food. The food that we eat has chemicals in it. The periodic table, a science. We gotta have iron and metal in our body and stuff. God created us from the dirt. He said, "From the dirt you go, from the dirt you came, the dirt you will go." When He cursed us, because we were supposed to live forever. I got my poker chips. I got tons of them. People come over and play poker. It's funny though. My dominoes. I had a domino set. I had this red domino set, and I've lost them all over the years. The kit. These are the only 4 I have left. You can tell I've had them for years. They're all fucked up. But it's funny. I have the 5, 1. I have the 1 and 5. I had the blank and 6. I had the 5 and 2, and I have the blank. And it's funny though that I have 4 of them. Right? I have 4 of them, and only 4. And I don't understand why I only have these 4. I've always kept them. I've been studying these numbers because of it, because of my programming and stuff. And when I fell in love with God, when I fell in love with Jesus, I've been seeing numbers a lot and stuff, and my programming and stuff has been, I've been getting more into it, which kind of surprises me. Jesus really has pushed me into going back to school. It's insane. And I'm telling you, listen, if you have any Vanity Fair cards, you contact me. Listen, if you want to become rich, listen, I got 70 grand saved up. I have $70,000 saved up. I have 70 grand saved up. You hear me? If you have the original Vanity Fair cards, the original ones, I want them. Call me. We'll make a deal. I don't know about paying 70 grand, but I'm just letting you know I got money. I'm not bullshitting. I got money. Hear me? I got money. I'm not rich. I'm not poor. But I have money saved up. I can do it. I can move, okay? I can stick and move. I know your boy knows what he's doing. I've had more money than that. That's just for my boat. I have it put up for my boat. But, Vanity Fair tickets, I'll give up my boat any day. Listen, Vanity Fair cards, you got the original ones in the package never been open? Call me. Even if they've been open, call me. Don't be trying to call me selling me some fake cards, because I'll know. And I'll know we're going to be getting them checked out, too. So I'm not going to be the only one looking at them. So, yeah, contact me. I'm serious. I want to know if you got the pictures. I want to see them. Those things are cool. We're going to do a number today. We haven't done a number in a few days. I haven't talked to God in a while through cards. So, I need to upload this video. It's almost an hour and 3 minutes, so I'm about to do a card. And this is going to be the number for the day. So, whatever chapter you want to open up the Bible, whatever book you want, pick a book. Maybe it's the book that you're already reading. Maybe, maybe it's John, the one that we're reading. Whatever it is, just go find that chapter. Maybe that's the number you want to play today in the lotto. Are you going to win it? Probably not. Because that stuff is mostly fixed anyways. There's no such thing as luck. So, yeah. We'll cut, right? Boom. Look. 9 of diamonds, God's number. So, and a diamond has significant meaning. Jesus, always said that, he'll make your heart like a diamond. He puts you through trials and tribulations. You must suffer in Jesus Christ and go through all of these things, because that's what defines your character. That's what straightens you out. That's what makes you into a man or a woman. That's what makes you into a king or a queen. You follow this channel, you subscribe, you'll learn how to be a king or queen. I'll teach you. I'll show you what it means to be a king or queen. Military style, real style, God style. That's it, man. 9 of diamonds. Well, God bless y'all. Y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all soon, stay tuned for more. It's happening every day. You know, I quit my life for this. So 9 of diamonds, man. That's the number.